every possibility that I haven't got all the conditioner or the shampoo from out of Jolly Bravo from out my curly locks. I think it's still shampoo-y. L'Oreal, dunno. It will be like a romantic guy, you know, like when the romantic dude's in like the romantic film and he's like out in the rain, he's like Suzanne, I fucking love you, and she comes out, they're like, what is that in the rain? He's like, oh, I fucking love you, Suzanne. With Suzanne's Optimus, I don't know. And as well, visuals, no need for a hat today because, as you can probably tell, we are now rocking an official hoodie. Official because it's the Batman. But you don't know what a hoodie is? It's basically a hoodie, right? An hoodie, but it's long as shit. Like my dick. That's my knee, not my dick. Like, it's massive. Fucking warm as shit. Past few days have been rather cold, and I was pleasantly surprised with a hoodie. And oh my god, this is an advert for hoodie, but I'm getting paid fuck all. But if you haven't got one, oh, go get one. Very, very warm, and it's cold. I can even do that thing where you get your knees up and they look like tits. Like, I've got tits. A big eye fucking knockers. Fucking Katie Price. Fucking Kelly Brook. Titties! Visuals, I need to get my fat knees back out now. While I'm down here, I might as well grab my brew. It is the Visual Guys news. You need to make sure you have a Coca-Cola based beverage and a lovely coffee for today's entertainment. It's not entertainment, it's news. Lukewarm, room temperature. I've had a shower and everything, as you can tell. In from work, chilled out. Made the coffee a bit too early, so it's a little bit cool. But it's going down a trick, because sometimes we sit and we're like, fucking hell, it's hot. After everything I put up online, right, visuals, and everything I do, I am still not as weird as Specky Boy from work. We spoke about Specky Boy a million times, and he put in the work WhatsApp group a week ago or something. It was just a video of him. It looked like he was off his face, singing a song that I can't understand, just going, and I'm thinking, and I'm the weird one at work. No, that's a fact. But Jesus Christ, he's making me run for my money. I was also confused that the shower was in the bathroom. Explain that however way you want. God, this so nuts. I'm very curious. I mean, to be fair, I wish I would have dried my hair a bit more. Or at least washed all the shit out properly. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Do I look like an L'Oreal? Because you're worth it. As to price, I don't fucking know. We have a different. We have a bit of a switcheroo with today's news because it's still news, but we've got pictures without context. So it was news shit that I found. I've just got the picture. We can try and discuss and see what's happened. Well, I think it's with some of them. It's with most of them. Whatever with them. I'll fucking over it shit down, but I don't know where I've put it now. There you go. I could be one of them. What, you know, like the fucking one of them monks. I am going bold as shit, so I could be like Friar fucking Tuck. I know he had like a brown robe, didn't he? Can't get anything right. Why does it always rain on me? Is it 'cause I lied when I was 17? Them notes. Anyway, should we start with the news? Story number one. Horse on a bus. Now, this one was actually a bit baffling because, one, why are you sitting on an horse to get on a bus? But second of all, look at that picture properly and carefully and study it. Don't that look like the horse has got in and his head's sticking out? Like it's a proper long horse. Like, you know them doodles that kids do and they're like, daddy, I drew a horse. And you have to be like, it's lovely, but really it's a piece of shit. That's exactly what it looks like. And I thought, oh my God, how long is this horse? But anyway, why is the dude on the horse trying to get on the bus? And you know what's mental about buses? Side note, side tangent, whatever the fuck they're called. A mate at work brought this up as a joke to try and trick another lad. But as he was explaining it, I'm thinking, oh my God, how is that? Because, you know, when you're driving, well, not like I can't fucking drive, I can barely ride a bike. But when you're in a car and you think, okay, it's nice and wide or whatever, and you get in a bus, and a bus is fucking, like in a car you could barely do that, right? But you go on a bus, you could do that like twice over, and they both fit on the road going past each other and whatnot, and it all just... that, to me, I can't get my fucking head around that. It's weird as fuck. Just like, why is this horse dude getting on a fucking bus? And is it a long horse? I don't know. Sticking with buses, it was a very bus-themed start of this episode. We've got Bear coming off a bus. Now, you might be thinking, whatever, it's not very funny. It might not be funny, but why the fuck are the two old people, I was going to call them biddies, but I don't know if biddies is like, is that ageist or some shit now? Probably. They're so casual. It might even be a bus, actually. It might be one of them tramulator tars. What the fuck was that? And where's a polar bear as well, isn't it? The little Coca-Cola bear, you know, the one that's on the Coca-Cola. He's coming out and they're just, oh, Susan, I've been to the groceries and I got myself a baguette. I'm going to do myself some fucking cheesy baguettes for my dinner. And they're just, there's Norris the polar bear, he does his thing. They're so casual. If I saw a polar bear coming out of a tramulator or a bus, whatever it is, it's going to go three ways. I'm either going to fight it, I'm either going to befriend it and it's going to become my best friend ever and it's going to let me ride it around everywhere, or I'm going to assume that Pokemon is now real. One of them three things is happening, and I don't know which one. But yeah, they're very casual. Where have you... I like this is all about somebody falling asleep. I have fell asleep in some bizarre places. Quite often, if I'm doing back shift at work, I'll come in and I'll have a nap on the kitchen counter. So I'll chill right literally above the sink, have a fag, have a coffee, put a video on, and next thing you know, it's an hour later. I fell asleep on the kitchen floor. It's all to do with the kitchen. My bedroom floor, I've tried to make it into bed before, had my torso on the bed and my ass sticking out, you know, so like it's, you know, full on ass, just here, and just fell asleep like that. Fell asleep in the same position on the chair. I fell asleep in some dumb places. But this lady has fell asleep on a fucking shelf in a supermarket or wherever the fuck it is, a Spa or a Co-op or some shit. And she's come back, she's like, oh, I've had enough of life. of doing a 9 till 5. It's turned into a fucking 6 till 8. It's fucking, you know, can't pay the bills. Fucking everything shit. Oh my god, look at the McCoy crisps in my head. Just going down like, that looks lovely. I'll have a fucking... Imagine, excuse me, love, can I have the ready salted? Just... It would be a very weird sight, but at the same time, that's some shit I could see going down in Carlisle, because we have a lot of unique characters here in Carlisle, and I could I could easily see myself going to fucking Tesco's or whatever and being like, oh, there's Dopey Dave. There was genuinely a guy called Dopey Dave that would serve you fags. You'd walk in a school uniform. Hiya, love. Can I... No, not love. You don't call him love. Hiya. Can I get 10 JPS or whatever? Oh, no worries. I sat there in your school uniform. And yeah, I could easily see somebody, Dopey Dave, in the aisle in McCoy's. I don't know why it's McCoy's. It could be French fries, whatever you want. But she looks comfy though. Another bus, or it could be a train. I don't know. It's a fuck me, I just had a pure stroke mouth. I don't know. I don't know. It's some sort of thingy. And it's another woman asleep, right? You know, I know you're thinking, Dan, you're a pure creepy cunt. Why are you taking pictures of girls asleep? I didn't take these pictures. I just downloaded them and kept them. But she's asleep. But more importantly, she's sat in a position, and she's got, like, I think it's an AK-47 just coming out the jacket like that, like literally ready, like, excuse me, love, next up, I'm fucking sleeping. David, Dr. E.B. Purple. I'm Scottish, so I can't say purple. I don't know what's got to do with anything. But she's chilling with her AK-47, just planted out, ready to go. You know, the ticket guy trying, oh, fuck off. And now you just have to ignore her and be like, she rides for free. So the fact that she's on a bus. In fact, now I'm thinking about it, this is actually quite insensitive, because I hope this ended well. I hope it wasn't a real AK-47. I hope it wasn't somebody that's just planning on going absolutely mental and doing a lot of harm to people. I mean, the story beneath it didn't elaborate much. It just said woman falls asleep in an obscure place with gun, and that was it. So it was more the headline. I couldn't bother reading the story. Fingers crossed it all ended well. But little Doris, what a AK-47. AK-47s are Russian, are they not? Some shit like that. I don't know. But it's Scottish now. Purple. Work starts here, 5th of January, for 147 years. That's right. Everybody, again, I don't drive, so it doesn't really affect me. I'm on the push bike, you know, trying to get my fat ass up hills. But I can imagine a lot of people, you know, getting annoyed because there's roadworks. There's always roadworks going on. I'm sure they just rip up the road and the sidewalk and shit just for the elevator. They're like, oh, the sidewalk's not been ripped up, and wow, we'll get it up. And, they just destroy shit. But roadworks always hold people up, and people are always like, oh, road's closed for a week. At least it's not 147 years. That means people that are working on this road are going to die before it's finished, and then they're not going to see the completion of these road works. It's going to be one long ass road as well, like 147 years. Like, how far down are they going? Are they found Hollow Earth? Is this where we go in to see Godzilla? I don't know. It could be possible. We cannot neither deny or confirm. Speaking of Hollow Earth, the conspiracy guy at work was all about Hollow Earth again, and he said there's an ice wall as well around the world, and everything we've seen in films and shit is beyond the ice wall. When I was like, Lord of the Rings, I was like, yeah. I was like, Pokemon, I was like, yeah. I was like, so I can go past the hollow wall, well, not the ice wall, and find Frodo and go catch myself a fucking Bulbasaur. He's like, oh yeah, because if we've said it in a film, it's happening. And apparently, he said this one to me, which gave me the biggest heart. Well, not biggest, because it's not going on down there. But he gave me a fucking this beautiful add-on. And he said, everybody's got superpowers. We've just forgot how to use them. And I'm like, don't say that, mate, because all my life I've wanted superpowers. Don't get us wrong, I'll probably still be a shit hero, but it'd be nice just to be like, galaxy, float this way, and but you can't say that to a comic book nerd and be like, yeah, we got superpowers, we don't know how to use them, because that's all I want to do now is fucking use them. And this poor little bastard has found himself in a real Jurassic Park situation. We would just call this a code JP, which means Jurassic Park. The little dude is chilling, but now he's in absolute tears because he's been surrounded by some miniature Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex? We'll stick with it. It's a Tyrannosaurus. That new Adam Driver film, 65. Fuck me, I'm intrigued by that. That looks sick as fuck. I had a lisp there. Yeah, the little poor boy is just doing his thing. He's probably with his parents. His parents probably fucked off for a bit, and he's like, Mummy, Daddy, T-Rexes everywhere. And they've just surrounded him, and now he's crying. What do? Do you fight the T-Rexes? Miniature ones, because they'll be deadly as fuck. Do you just say, sorry, son, abandon all hope, every man for themselves? What do you do in that scenario? My best bet is to just, I don't know, you maybe try and tackle him, go in with a spear, take a couple out. If you get the boy, it's collateral damage. Now it can be done. He's done, dusted, game over. You carry on. You try and pick off a couple more as you're going through with the spear. You turn around. You'll do like a little kick to any remaining ones. And then, I don't know, if there's one left, you maybe keep it as a pet. So we'll see what happens there. But little boy surrounded by T-Rexes. Now it's time for the sports and weather, where this week's weather, this week's sports, we do with sports first. It's a game of how many shits can you get down your chimney by Santa.
Sports, yeah, whatever, fuck you.
That's right, you thought Santa was dropping off presents down that Christmas tree. You thought completely fucking wrong. He's taking shits. I'm assuming this is Sunderland because that whole entire place is a shithole. I'm not joking, Sunderland fans. I'm a Newcastle fan. I'm going to say this. Bit of bants there. But Santa Claus is no longer delivering presents this year. He's obviously sick and fed up, and he's thinking, I will take thy shit. Does Santa speak like that? I don't know. I will take shit down chimney. The weather. And this week's weather, it's raining carnage because the reindeer are taking on Santa. They're revolting. And they're not going to see him in the sky at night on Christmas Eve. He's not going to be there because he's fighting Rudolph and the gang. Did you know as well? If you listen to Joe Rogan, a couple of weeks back, he did a Neil deGrasse Tyson podcast. Apparently, technically speaking, all the reindeer would be female because all male reindeer or whatever lose their antlers at this time of year or some shit. So they're actually all females, which is just like, whoa, where's that been all my life? But yeah, the fuck the Santa's proper going at it with, I don't know, that Dancer, On Prancer, whatever the fuck they're all called. Santa's getting fucked. And finally, for Dan's happy ending, we like to get you guys happy before we send you off because you've just spent, I don't know how many minutes of your life listening to this lovely blue-eyed boy. That was pure cringe. Chat about shit, but I don't think Santa's coming to anywhere this year. We've seen him do the shits, we've seen him do the reindeer, but it turns out it was Car. It's Car that's took him out. Here's what I mean.
Dan's happy ending.
Poor Santa. He's no longer there. He's just fucking up. Proper face plant. Proper done and dusted. But there we are, visuals. Poor Santa. And thank you so much for watching your visuals. That was this week's edition of the Visual Guys News. And I think next week, it'll be Christmas Eve, won't it? We'll have a podcast up on Christmas Day. I've got a full-on e-boy look going on at the minute. I'm like, I don't know. Oh my God, I do TikToks. You know, one of the boys that like, hey, if a girl come up to me in a club and she was like, hey babe, I'd be like, oh my God. That's kind of what I feel like at the minute. I mean, if we get rid of the ginger beard and we'll just keep it like that and be like, yeah babe. And actually, if you saw that in a club, That's not doing it. Yes, visuals. Dogs barking. Hello, stranger. Come on in. Everybody's welcome. Thank you so much for watching visuals. You guys are literally the best. We'll always keep being you. And keep on. Keep it on. Have a lovely weekend. One more week sleep. One more sleep. 7 more sleeps. 8 more. Whatever. Till Santa gets here. If the car hasn't fully finished them off, or the reindeer, or what was the other one? Taking shits. Keep eating you and keep it on. I'm like a bird, you wanna fly away. I don't know where my home is. I don't know where my phone is. And where was you? I'm like a bird.